Did you know that the average American spends 7.7 hours a day sitting down? And given that we spend about 7 hours a night sleeping, that means we spend 45% of our waking hours on our behind. Now, we go to work and school and sit at our desks. We go out and eat and we sit at the table. We drive home, sit in our comfortable car seat, get out, sit on our even more comfortable sofa, and surf the internet, watch TV, and play video games. And although these things might be fun and comfortable at the time, it's not a good investment in our health. We were not made to be inactive, and all these different hobbies and habits are creating a very sedentary lifestyle that many of us have adopted. I'm sure you guys have all heard of the different diseases that you can develop from living a sedentary lifestyle, like heart disease and diabetes. But more recently, researchers have found that the sedentary lifestyle is altering our bodies on a cellular level and actually accelerating the aging process. So the telomere is a very important part of our cell. It's a repetitive nucleotide sequence on the end of our chromosomes, and it acts like the cap on the end of your shoelace. It protects your chromosome from decaying and fraying and from bonding with other chromosomes. And naturally, the telomere will shorten during your lifetime, so it's a good indicator of your biological age. Once the telomere is gone, it's gone and your cell will stop dividing. So Dr. Aladdin Shadyab from the University of California, San Diego did some research on how often you sit and its correlation with the length of your telomere and your biological age. So he took 1,500 women and hooked them up to tracking devices to see how often they were sitting. And then he looked at the length of their telomere, and his results were shocking. He found that the cells age a lot faster if you live an inactive life. And the women who sat for 10 plus hours a day were up to 8 years biologically older than their actual age. So fortunately, there is some good news to this. We don't have to sit around and wait for ourselves to rapidly age. Dr. Annabelle Dichotomys from the University of Louvain in Brussels also did research on the correlation between your telomere length and the amount of time you spend sitting. She found that movement and exercise produce NRF1, or nuclear respiratory factor 1. This activates a metabolic gene that produces telomerase. And telomerase strengthens and protects the telomere that you have. It acts like a coat of clear nail polish on your chromosome. And she found that with 30 minutes of exercise, your body produces enough NRF1 and telomerase that there is no correlation between the amount of time you spent sitting and your biological age. So what does this mean for us? We can prevent unnecessary aging by doing some very simple things. First off, we need to exercise. 30 minutes a day keeps the aging away. Secondly, we need to avoid prolonged periods of sitting. So experts recommend that we stand up and stretch for 2 minutes for every half an hour that we're sitting down. And finally, we need to find active activities that we enjoy. So whether that's playing a match of tennis or it's going on a hike in the woods, exercising and promoting your health doesn't have to be another chore. So by taking these small measures, we can look and feel younger and give ourselves a healthier and longer future. You don't have to age as fast as other people do by simply sitting there. By using 3% of your waking hours, you can add years onto your life, and 8 years is a lot of time.